actually convinced that some of these reality TV stars, some of these celebrities, even some of these motherfucking NBA players are broke. And why do I say that? Because what the fuck are y'all doing over here on TikTok? At first, I was just seeing a whole bunch of reality stars coming on over here. Then I seen a couple of Instagram influencers coming over here. And now I seen Dwight Howard keep going live on here. And I say that to say, I think it's unfair for the regular schmegler people that come on here and try to build up a good audience and make them some bread. Because when you're already famous, you're going to get them followers anyway. And then your followers go up, you get the maximum amount of followers or more that you need to be into the programs. You enter the programs and then you start making money because you're famous, and they're going to already look at your videos because you're already famous. It's unfair for regular smegglers, but, you know, do you, I guess? Y'all agree with that? Let me know in the comments.
That man got up here and said celebrities are broke, and it's the label that owns them. I believe him because I learned this in middle school. A lot of those chains, you know, those houses, all the stuff that they get, it's a loan, it's imprisonment. They have to work for that stuff, okay? They don't own it, and they get nickeled and dimed all the time, okay? Like, that's literally how labels work. So understand that the people that is actually, you know, making the money that's on the screen nowadays is either the producers, the filmmakers. We'll see streamers. Streamers is making a whole lot of money. Content creators making a whole lot of money. It's because they can take all of their funds and they have to pay people, okay? The label is taking all of the artist funds, all of the celebrities' funds, and they're paying the celebrities.
Boom. When you are a streamer, even a YouTuber, that check hits your bank account. You get to divvy it out to those that are on your team and pay them. You are in control, right? But when you're a celebrity signed to a label, the label is in control. They dictate how much you make. And they'll finesse the numbers, make it look like you spent more on your album than you really did. So you never get paid other than that advance. You know, it's a dirty game. And a lot of times they might sell their publishing, sell all the rights to their music. The artists didn't even know they got finessed when they signed the deal. They're thinking they would get multiple checks. Nah. It's artists and celebrities that haven't been paid in 10 plus years. Only got that first check from when they first signed. And then the label will finesse them as far as making their project be an EP, make it 7 songs instead of 12 or 14 plus. That way it doesn't count. They don't get that other part of their back end, right? They don't get that part. They don't get that next paycheck now. It doesn't count as an album. Say you got a 3-album deal. You only put 1 album out, then you did all EPs. The label could hold you forever while you're waiting to get those other 2 albums done.
Yeah. So understand it's a big difference. Streamers and content creators, they own their own brand, their own business, themselves. If you're an artist, if you're a celebrity on TV or whatnot, understand that their label, their management owns them. They pocket all their money.
When we rapped, dude, I was broke.
Damn.
Broke.
That's keeping it 1,000.
Yeah. I had this so-called manager. I can't really talk ill of him because he passed away. But, dude, I was staying at Denny's bathrooms. Like I would at least sleep there in the bathrooms in Koreatown.
Wow.
And the Denny.
He said I was staying at Denny's bathrooms. Said it casually too. I ain't never heard nobody staying at Denny's bathrooms. Of all the places to live, he was on Straight Outta Compton and had to live in Denny's bathrooms.
On Lankershim in North Hollywood. I was just sleep there.
And this is after Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. And I remember my mother, I wasn't telling her nothing, you know. And my wife, I was telling her whatever. I was like, I'm good, we good. But I guess my mom, she's nosy. So she asked a friend of mine. Well, no. He was one of my bullies. One of my bullies.
Okay.
And
hold on now. He said that like that was normal too. He was one of my bullies. One of them. What do you mean one of them? As a grown man. And how many bullies do you got? Yo, bully know your mama? Of course the bully gonna air you out. Yeah, he's sleeping in Denny's bathrooms. He throwing me off with this. He said one of his bullies. What? I ain't never heard no grown man say that.
He went to my mom's house and gave a couple of $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to tell him it's from me.
Mm.
I was like, what?
Wow.
$3,000. Why did he do that?
Mm-hmm.
I got all choked up.
Yeah.
Like, what makes a man do that? Like, because he made my life hell.
Yeah.
It wasn't, and I talked to him about it, and he's
Mm-hmm.
like, dude, what you did for us,
Mm-hmm.
yo, you put us on the map.
Okay, now that's real. The bully turned into a stand-up man. He said he got tired of bullying him. He gonna put him on now. Him saying that $3,000 put them on the map just shows that show business didn't break them off like they were supposed to. $3K is not a lot of money. But when you're broke sleeping in Denny's bathrooms, that's a whole lot of money. That could change you from sleeping in Denny's bathrooms to at least having a hotel to sleep in. Something like that. Get a car, sleep in that.
God damn. American actress Skai Jackson reveals she's selling her clothes because she's going broke and needs to pay a monthly $25,000 contract she signed with her baby daddy, Yerky, aka who is currently locked up, man. This is a baby, you feel me? They got adorable baby, but yeah, let's get into more though.
Girl was cleaning out her closet.
Her baby daddy got an OTF tattoo, knowing he not with only the family. She got a contract with this man to pay him $25,000 a month. How did she get herself in that? And he locked up. Well, at least he penitentiary rich, getting $25K.
Instead of just giving it to Goodwill and then going to sell my clothes, I just sell it myself on my Poshmark. My username is SKaiJack. I'll put a screenshot of it right here. So if you guys want to buy some of my clothes, again, you don't have to if you don't want to. So you can keep on with the negative comments. But I might as well just sell them and someone else making money off of my clothes. Like, that just doesn't make sense. And I price everything very affordable. Things are like $15, $20, maybe like $45 at most. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
So when girls say they want a street nigga, that's what they talk about, huh? I mean, hey, I don't know, man. It's just like, I would understand like a regular girl on the street, a regular girl from my city or something doing something like this, but it's like Skai Jackson, the girl who was on the Band-Aid commercial, I am star, and going on Jesse, you feel me, doing all these big ass things, you feel me. What did you do all that for, you feel me? Your career just went to waste, basically. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, you fucking with a nigga like this, you could have found you a good ass nigga, a nigga that's on his shit, an NFL nigga, a nigga in the NBA maybe that would have fucked with you, you feel me? But instead you go for this type of shit, you feel me? Respectfully though, you feel me? I ain't got no hate towards this nigga, you feel me? I don't want to see nobody in jail, but it's just the principle, dog. You this beautiful ass girl, you feel me? You got everything going for yourself, you feel me? You gonna go for this type of nigga. It's just like, girls, man, y'all gotta choose better, man. Y'all be trying to get with these straight niggas and shit, but then when they fuck your reputation up, prime example, Exhibit A, then what? Then what you gonna say? I didn't know he was like this. Y'all be trying to turn a nigga up. Y'all be trying to just be that savior for a nigga. And I told y'all, man, this is the shit that's gonna happen. If you try to be a savior for a nigga, you feel me? Now the kid got to see his dad in jail, you feel me? Kid got to see his mama struggling, you feel me? Unfortunately, it's sad though. Hope she gets it situated, man. She won't put him there. I thought this.
Oh yeah, she's becoming his savior, all right. Saving him with them funds. Because he gonna need it to go towards a paid lawyer. That $25,000 gonna come in handy. What is he even locked up for? If y'all know what he locked up for, drop it. Go ahead and comment that.
In entertainment, how much free you have to do. Terrence Howard recently did an interview, and he said that he only made $12,000 for Hustle and Flow.
Check this out. I made $12,000 for doing Hustle and Flow.
Does that sound surprising, or does that sound, well, sometimes you do an indie film, that's just what you get?
Oh, that's what we have to do, man.
Yeah. Everyone on Friday made like $5,000.
Yeah, that's what you got to do, man. You reap the benefits later. Sometimes you got to do that to work together. Because they ain't going to, your managers and agents are not going to encourage you to work with your people. A lot of times they go, no, that's not, they don't know any better.
Well, yeah, I think
but
like...
if it's Woody Allen, they're like, yeah, sure, you should do this.
Remember Girlie from All That? All That? That used to be my show when I was younger. Y'all gonna know her when y'all see her face. This is an older clip, but this still stands. SAG. Remember the SAG strikes? This is because these child stars, especially those that were on Disney, I know she wasn't on Disney, but Disney don't really give you no streaming royalties. Most times, the little money they got as a child cannot sustain them throughout their adulthood. Or they had their parents in the way. The parents spent the money, like Gary Coleman, for example. Long story short, throughout Hollywood, they don't get royalties. They get that upfront paycheck, and most times they don't get royalties. If so, it's pennies. Literally, pennies.
I need y'all to understand that not all child stars are rich. Not all of us are balling. The leads of the cast, they get the big money checks. The supporting cast, like myself, we don't get that. That's why we're striking. Okay? I'm asking for a livable wage. I'm asking for health insurance. You have no idea how hard it is. We just came out of COVID, and now we're going into a strike. I used my 401k, my nest egg, my savings to survive COVID. I don't know what money y'all think I have, or I'm saving up something. No. Okay, between family members stealing from me, or doing a show where they didn't pay me, or now I'm fighting for residuals because executives don't want to give me a dime.
She just said a mouthful right there. Family stealing from her, doing shows and not getting paid at all, and fighting for residuals because they do not want to give her a dime.
I am asking for a livable wage. I'm asking for health insurance. I got responsibilities and things that I got to take care of. We got back to school coming. I got to put my son in a private school. Private? Oh, you ain't got to do that. You can put him in public school. I can't put him in public school because when I did, they was picking on him because of me. The parents were jealous because I was on TV and famous, and they told their kids to pick on my kid. So I had to take him out and put him in a decent school. I'm tired. I don't own a home. I barely own my car. So I don't know what money y'all think I have, but I don't. I have a job. I got two. So don't sit there and go, oh, well, why don't you just go get a job? I got a job. I got a job. I don't make enough money to qualify for SAG health insurance, but I make too much money to qualify for assistance, but not enough money to pay for whatever procedures I need out of pocket. This is why I strike.
That clip was from 2023. 3 years later, 2026, they are finally starting to do negotiations. The same issues are still on the table. SAG has a new president. They're supposed to be striking a new $1.1 billion deal to compensate the top performers, screen actors, etc. For the last 8 months, they have been in negotiations. And as of February 6th, they are trying to come up with a new contract, even though the current one doesn't expire until June 30th. SAG represents 160,000 actors and performers. The main issues as of now are AI, of course, and digital replicas. Streamplay, aka residuals. They need them so that they can stay afloat in their everyday lives. Most of them either are not getting residuals or the residuals that they are receiving are just not enough. So they're hoping for better payments. They need larger percentages. Another issue, healthcare and pension funding. The actors rely on union pay for health insurance and retirement. Negotiations include how much studios will pay, how much studio contributions will go towards the fund. They also are negotiating higher pay and better working conditions. Studios and unions are trying to reach a deal before June 30th, so another strike doesn't pop off. The actors have been going through it for years now. If this deal actually goes through, then they might finally get the money that they deserve. If not, then we might see another strike. It might be prolonged years further. A lot of these actors are still broke to this day and trying to figure out a way. So if you see one of your favorite actors doing weird deals, being in commercials, advertising weird apps, stepping out of their industry to try to make some money, you know why.